Hello cherry lovers. Today we're getting started on planting our seeds in the containers for the inside.
Well, good afternoon cherry lovers on this March 2nd day. Today is kind of an exciting day for me because this is the day that I'm going to start preparing my seeds for the garden up there for 2025. And I got as you guys can see, I got a mess on the floor. Last year, my daughter put this together. We've had this plant stand for probably 3 years, and she put it together, but she's not here. So guess what? I got to figure out how to do it. So I'm going to bring you guys along real quick, and I'll see if I can put it together. We'll see. So let's get started. Well, first of all, I've got all the plastic pieces on the floor. I've got the lights, the trays, all the cords, all the necessary stuff that I need, and all the poles. So what I've got to do is I've got to figure out all the poles, and them poles are the long poles are to go to the sides to hold the trays. The short poles are going this way to hold all the plastic pieces together. So I'm going to get down on my hands and knees, and I'm going to sit here and put it together. I'll let you guys sit and watch me for a few minutes and see if I can get this thing put together. Let me get this old bones down there. All right, these are some of the trays. What I got though is I've got 2 racks, and right now I'm only going to put one together on camera. I'm going to put the other one together later on. And like I said, my goal this year is to plant a lot of seeds, and I'm going to make a lot of vegetables, no matter what it takes. I'm going to get vegetables this year. So we're going to see, cherry lovers. We're going to see. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to pause for a minute, and I'm going to take the shirt off because it's too hot in here to work. Okay, cherry lovers, now all I have to do is just rearrange the wires a little bit, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to get the Luan and lay in each one. I've got grow lights all over. So evidently I got one that's bad, but yeah, it won't work if it ain't plugged in, right? We'll rework that. But anyways, I got that going. I got to do a little more tweaking here, but other than that, there's my grow station, and I'm going to get started doing that. And as you guys can see, I'm sweating. It only takes 15 seconds for this brain to start thinking, and I pour out in sweat. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm a southpaw. Who knows? I doubt it though. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. We're going to rest a minute, and we're going in here to the table, and we're going to get started. Hello, cherry lovers. Today we're going to start doing our seeds and everything. I was putting together yesterday, as you guys can see before this, I was putting together my plant stand out there in the family room, and things got carried away. I had some camera troubles and all that kind of stuff, and well, it's another day. So we're going to get started on getting our seeds started. Joyce and I both are going to get started doing this, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you different things while Joyce is getting ready, and show you all the stuff that we're going to do here. Of course, our greenhouse, because up north on the farm, we don't have all the seeds. Well, I should say we don't have the resources. The house is cold half the time up there until spring, so we have to do our seed starting here at home. So that's what we're doing here at the house, and this is going to be where we do our seed starting. So let me turn this around and show you guys the stuff that we're going to use and explain it to you, and hopefully it'll make sense. Okay, first off, the potting mix. I've been doing a lot of researching, and a lot of the gardeners are saying that this is the type of mix, and it's organic, and to use to start your seeds. It's about the best you can get, and everybody is swearing by it. So we decided, well, we're going to buy this stuff, and believe it or not, there's a place here in Michigan that has this stuff, and exactly, if you order it online from Amazon and anywhere else, it was $30-some plus the shipping, which that thing is about 50-some pounds. So in order to ship it, the way shipping costs, it was going to cost us another 40 or 50 bucks. Well, I wasn't going to do that. So I found online, well, there's a place in Michigan, if you pick it up, it's still $38. So guess what? I went and got that, saved us a lot of money. Okay, now what I want to go to is, I have all kinds of, as you can see, all the stuff that I've got. But what I want to show you first is this stuff right here. That is landscape fabric. If anybody, let me turn you around. If anybody knows anything about our gardens the last few years, we've had troubles with weeds. And not blaming the Amish, they explained it all to us and said that the stuff that they were getting, it was some of their dirt, and it was also some of another company or whatever they get it from, claimed that they were composting all their dirt right. Well, they weren't, and they weren't setting it around to let, as composting, it'll kill off seeds because it heats up. It didn't. So we got all kinds of unwanted weeds. So anyways, I'm buying that landscape fabric. That's one. I'm buying enough to cover my whole garden, and I'm gonna lay it all down, make sure it lays after I rototill and get the soil all ready. And then whatever I'm gonna plant, I'm just gonna cut the fabric and put the stuff in, put the plants in. The landscape fabric is made to where the water can soak right through. They get the nutrients. I can put on liquid fertilizers and stuff like that to make the plants grow. So everything will be good that way. It'll just be no weeds. I also watched, and I don't know the name of them, I watched 2 videos that the Amish farmers said their home gardens, that's what they use. And it was like, wow, no weeds. Only little weeds that are around where the plant says you can pull out. So that's what I'm going to try this year. There's a lot of different things I'm trying. Because like I told you guys before, I'm not quitting. I got to make this right. I want to produce a lot of vegetables, and we want to produce a lot of fruit. So we're trying our best. We're going to get the garden going. We're going to work our hardest to get all of our fruit and everything up and rolling again. High tunnels, everything. So, all right, let me turn you around. So today, if you look out that window, hey, you can see we got a little bit of snow left, but we're slowly losing it. But what I wanted to show you guys is, I showed you the landscape fabric. I've got our little trays. I've got a little bit bigger trays. But what we've got here is solo cups. I watched a few years back about using 2 solo cups, one without the hole, one with the hole, and you put them inside each other. The one with the hole goes in the one without. What happens is you can water them, and the excess water runs down into the other one, and it keeps the water basically perfectly drained, so you can get the dirt and have the plants grow the way you want to. And if excess water falls in the bottom, it's kind of like a wicking, so it helps both ways. But I've watched a lot of channels that use this, and they work excellent. So that's what we're going to do there. Now, we also got some of last year's seeds that are right in there we're going to use. Though this year we're going to try a different company right here in Michigan. I've tried him before. He's a good seed company, MI Gardener. You guys You can find him everywhere. He's got his own channels. Go look at him. Good guy. So we're going to use them this year. We're going to start all of this. This is all the stuff that we plan on using to get our seeds going with the seed starter and the potting mix. So we're going to be sitting here in a few minutes, and we're going to take you guys along with all of it. Joyce will be here in a minute.
Hello, cherry lovers. Today we're getting started on planting our seeds in the containers for the inside. Larry's done a lot of research, and the ones we're going to start out this year is going to be the tomatoes and the squash and the different types of bell peppers. There's the sweet, there's the red, there's the orange, there's the green. And right now we have a lot of cups left over from last year, and they have labels on them and they have another name. So we're going to have to put new labels on them and write the names on the ones we're going to be using. And so since we got quite a few peppers, that's where we're going to start at with the peppers, putting the labels on the cups. And then...
What about the holes, hon? Tell them about the holes in the cup and how they work. And one on top, about the wicking.
You can tell that, I'm not.
Well, just hold them and show them. What we got is a hole in there. And the bottom, that we put the dirt in. The other cup doesn't. What it does is if you overwater a little bit, they go down, the water goes down in the cup, and that way you don't have to worry about overwatering, as long as you don't overwater.
Right, you got a way to drain.
But that's what you do. You put them in two, and that way a little bit of water helps you keep the stuff from being dry. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use all these Dixie cups. And Joyce is showing you that. She showed you what we're going to plant. We're going to come back in a few minutes and start planting them. And Joyce is going to show you how to put them. And I'm going to put another camera down so you can see her putting them in the seeds and in the cups. But right now we're got to go over. There's a few things that we learned, or I learned, that we're going to do over at the sink. So let's go over there to the sink. Okay.
Today we're going to be showing you some of the things that we've learned from trial and error. So we're going to be, this is our dirt here, but one of the things that Larry investigated, and it tells us to get the dirt nice and moist before putting it in a cup. Prior to this, last year we were putting the soil, this dirt, in the cup dry, but it says get it nice and moist, not soaking wet, but where when you pick it up, it'll hold together versus just being real dry, or of course you don't want water dripping from it. So that's what I am going to do right now. And that is getting the soil ready.
And you see her putting the water in there. It's going to take probably, that dirt is extremely dry.
Yeah.
So it's going to need a lot of water. She's mixing it around, as you guys can see.
And we don't want to overwater it, as I said. I just want to get it where it's, let me show you right here.
Just enough to where, like that.
See how that holds together?
Yep.
That's what we are looking for.
That's what we're looking for.
We don't want it too wet, but it definitely needs to hold
that gives
together
the
nicely.
seeds enough moisture, from what I've been researching, enough to keep the seeds getting ready for germination. The water is in there, and when you pack it, the seed nice and gently but tight, they have moisture to start doing the germination process. And what we did last year was we just did it dry, and it took forever for some of them things to come up. So like I said, trial and error, but we're getting there.
Okay, over here. And again, you don't want to overwater. You don't want the dirt to hold too much water, too much moisture. And that one is looking pretty good. So I want to show you right here so you can see. Let's try that out. That's pretty wet, but I'm going to show you. Pick it up. You see how that's holding together? You can see that it's holding together pretty good, but it's not overly wet. A little bit more on this one. Okay, and that's what we're trying to achieve. Okay guys, these cups are already marked tomato.
Give me a cup.
And this is the one we're using right now. And it's what we're doing is putting the name, who it was purchased from, and also the name of the tomato, so that when it grows, we will know exactly where it came from, just in case some of the seeds don't turn out to be what we want them to be, then we'll know exactly where we bought them from.
You want to know another thing I just thought of?
What?
After we get done doing this, date them.
That's a good idea.
The date that we put them on. So we're going to put that in down as a date that we're doing them. And we got about 4.
Great idea.
What do we got? 4 different tomatoes? 2, 4, 6. Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna put that on here.
We got 5 different tomatoes. We're going to plant a lot of them. We're just going to show you guys online the basic tomatoes that we are going to plant and how we plant them and what we've learned, all right? And believe it or not, we've had a lot of failures, and we're going to try this year to make this thing work. So anyways, what we're going to do is Joyce will start doing it. She'll give me a cup, and I'll do it over here while she's doing it. But she's going to explain to you. Let me explain to it first why she does it. What she's going to do is going to put a half full of the dirt or the soil, and then she's going to pat it down, not real hard, just pat it down, and then she's going to take 2 seeds and put it in the cup, and then she's just going to just sprinkle lightly a little bit of dirt over it, and then she's going to put just a little bit of water on it, and we're done. And she's got a camera showing so you can see it up close. So that's what we're going to do. So she's going to do that. I'm going to do the same thing over here. You're going to see me on this camera. You're going to see her on the GoPro over there, and she can talk if she wants. If you don't, then it'll be a silent film. But I think she'll talk to you and tell you what she's doing.
Okay, let's see how well I can follow all those directions. All right, first of all, half a cup. Get it about halfway full. Pack it. Not tight, but just gently pack it. Now I have the seeds here in this bowl, and they're very tiny. So, let's see. Okay, we got 1 seed. Put that in there. I have gloves on, so I'm a little bit slower, because I don't want to get my hands all dirty. All right, and then we're going to put, he said, lightly.
Lightly, just enough to cover them.
Just
That's
enough
it.
to cover them.
And I need the seeds because I'm going to put mine in there.
So, there we go. We've got the 2 seeds. I've spaced them not right at the edge, but, I don't know, 1/4 inch from the sides with 2 in there.
That one.
And I'm going to take this one and put it over there. And we're actually doing 2 cups at a time. So, he's doing 2, and I'm
Only
doing
thing
2.
you have to do now, I'm going to hand this one to you.
Okay.
Take both those cups and just lightly on the top.
Put a little
Just
water.
enough to get the dirt up above, next to the seeds. There you
Okay.
go. And the same thing applies to that one.
And as you can see, this doesn't put a whole lot at one time,
Nope.
just a little bit. We're
My
gonna keep
daughter
that
got
over
these
there
for
out of
her
the way.
plants, and boy, does it work great.
Yeah, it works
So,
really
anyways,
well.
we
Now-
got that done. So now we're gonna pause a minute, and we're gonna.
And I'm going to put the seeds back in here,
Yep.
because we're all done with that for now, so I can remember which ones are which, and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, this is the next one we're getting ready to do, and it's called, it's by Baker Creek. It's an heirloom seed, but it's called Tomato Mortgage Lifter. So this is a good sized tomato. And Larry has a cup, I have a cup. We have the labels here, so that I can definitely remember once we plant them what the name is on them.
Okay, I done got mine all half full. Waiting on her, she's doing
Okay.
hers. Oh, I got my
You
label.
want to put your label on?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm going to put my cup half full. Tap it a little bit, not packing it much.
Okay. Now when she gets done, I'll put the seed in, put a little dirt on, she'll squirt the water on it, and we pretty
A
much
little dirt on top of that.
are getting it. And that's, of course, we're only showing you 2 cups of each thing we're using. I gotta have,
Oh, your seeds.
because I got a lot of them to plant, and to have all of these have you guys watch all of these, You guys will be going, I don't think so.
All right. I've got water on mine. I'll
Squirt that
put a
one.
little water on this one, just a tad. And there we go. Now we're going to do
I'm gonna keep it running. I can
3
edit
more
it out.
cups. There's a
Okay,
tomato.
there's mine. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna do the tomato Wisconsin 55. Did you put them seeds back?
I did.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to open up this one. This is the next one we're going to do. And as you can see, the labels are already marked with what is coming out of each one of these.
What are we doing?
This is the Nature and Nurture seeds. This tomato plant is called the Tomato Wisconsin 55. So we're just going to put that in there. And I'm going to give Larry a label.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, I thought that ripped.
Just the sound it made.
Okay, I got that put on. I'm gonna start putting my dirt in while getting it all ready.
And as you can see, this is still nice and
Oh yeah, this is perfect. You did a good job.
moist and it holds together. If it starts to dry out, then I'll just add a little bit more.
I have to get some paper towels.
Water to
Wipe
it.
my hand off when I get the seeds, because
And I'll take this one seed and drop that one in there.
and as you guys can see, I'm a left paw, southpaw, so I have to wipe my hands off. Of course, little tidbits here and there. I don't like stuff on my fingers even when I eat. So
And that's why I have gloves on.
yeah, but when she cooks or anything, she don't mind getting her fingers dirty.
Okay.
So I don't. So
You got your seeds in?
no.
Oh. Put that over there.
Okay. Put a little dirt on.
Okay, that one's ready. You got both your seeds out now?
Both of them are out. This one can be watered. And as you can see, this, believe it or not, it's easier to do with 2 people. I'm gonna, like I said, Joyce said she wanted to help me today, so we'll help. She's gonna help me, and then off camera, I'm gonna probably for the next 2 days. I got a lot of cups and a lot of plants, so I'm gonna continue to do this. But we thought we'd bring you along and show you all the things that we're gonna do and how we do them. And it's all fairly new, but we're doing this because we want food. We want tomatoes. We want garden vegetables.
Okay.
Believe it or not, we need to start canning because we got a lot of stuff down in the basement, a lot of jars that are empty. And do we use all of our vegetables? Joyce can tell you.
Yes.
We use a lot of them. So, and we're still using them, believe it or not. It's been 2.5 years, and we take the tomatoes off the shelf, and I don't taste any difference on them. So,
Yeah, they're still nice and fresh
Yep.
and delicious.
so
Okay, this one is the same name. It's made by Nature and Nurture Seeds, but it's called an Amish paste. So this is the one,
and the Amish paste is basically a
tomato paste.
no. What do they call the original aroma? Those are like aroma tomato.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
what they're
know these
for.
were
Yeah,
aroma.
they're basically their version of aroma tomato.
I'm gonna put that on here, so I will remember that. Okay, so let me go ahead and put,
And that's so that we can make tomato paste, tomato soup, tomatoes, stuff like that. They have a little more, as I was reading on them, they have a little more meat in them. And that way there, because all these other, like the beefsteak and brandy wines and stuff like that, they're big, but they don't have, it's just you got to cook them down longer. They say these are pretty much the best for what we're doing. So that's what we're doing.
okay.
I need seeds. Mm-hmm. Right, when you're done. You putting that in front of your...
No. There you go. Okay, and then we're gonna put a second seed in here. I just dropped one. And then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of soil over top, and then I'm going to, and this thing right here does work well if you remember just to leave it in the upright position and just press it. Sometimes I forget and turn it over like that and it doesn't come out.
And
I wonder
if
why. Okay.
that one's ready. Okay.
Okay, is that all the tomatoes?
Nope. Brandy wines. You gotta put them back in. It must be spring, cherry lovers. Our friends come to visit us today. So, I just thought I'd stop a minute and show you. We got a few friends. 2, 4, 8 of them.
Okay, we're gonna do 2 more.
2 more
tomatoes.
cups of the brand. They're gonna be, the next ones are brandy wines. And then we're going on to our peppers.
Okay.
Of course, as she can show you, well, I've showed you guys, we got a lot of things. Carrots, green beans, squash, and all kinds of things. Corn, that's all gonna go in the garden. Of course, I forget what zone we're in. I think we're in zone 4-5, almost in that area. And our frost date up there at the farm is usually somewhere around Memorial Weekend or just after Memorial Weekend. And it depends because you just never know up there on the farm. If you guys have been watching the channel, you know that we can have snow clear to June. So you just got to watch and keep an eye on the weather, which that I've learned the hard way. So
Okay, the next tomato, which is the last one we're gonna do for now. This one is in my gardener and it's called a brandy wine red tomato. Okay, go ahead and grab yours since you got your dirt in.
put your cup on.
I gotta get some dirt out of here.
All right.
Okay. Put the cup about half full. And then drop in a couple of seeds.
There we go. Just like that. So we're doing pretty good here. Like I said, it's we're getting there. And
Sprinkle a little bit on top.
like I said, I told you guys before, it's springtime in my
just
book.
a little bit.
It's not. I showed you outside. It's not springtime, but from the looks of things, those deer out there think it's springtime
Water.
too. So
Just a bit.
mom's talking. I'll shut up.
And I'll put the date on here real quick.
Yep.
And I was just talking out loud.
That's okay. That's what everybody
Okay.
wants to hear what you're doing. They always say online, why don't you film more so you can hear what you're doing, say what you're doing, show more. All my comments say, why don't you show more of what you're doing and just set it real quick. So we're showing it. Now we're starting peppers. So you need the cups for the peppers. We're
Yes,
done.
but
We're
I
done.
also need space. Okay.
So,
So we got 6 pepper plants that we're going to plant? Or just,
we got three different peppers.
Okay, so
There's
we-
lots of peppers that got to be planted, but there's 3
Yeah.
different types.
Right.
So our first ones are gonna be, I'll let you read it.
Okay. The first one is called Pepper Ozark Giant, and it's a Baker Creek heirloom seed. And we're gonna put these in the cup. Just make sure. Some of this dirt out. All right. Today's date on here.
Okay. That's
You
all
got your
packed
dirt
in.
in there so you can get your seed. And we'll get that about halfway full.
Okay.
And 2 seeds per cup. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, well, that's what MR Gardner said to do. That way there, if they all come up, the odds of them coming up, at least one of them will come up. And if they both come up, you know, you guys all know the routine if you planted gardens, that you have to either transplant them when they get to a certain height, or you just, one has to go. They had a short life, but that's just the way it is in gardening, so.
Okay. Got the date on this one. Let me put the date on this one.
But as you guys, I'll say as she's doing that, as you guys can see that when we're putting this stuff and doing only 2 cups of each, believe it or not, there'll probably be 10 to 15, 20 different cups of the peppers, if not more tomatoes, that I'm going to be planting later on here in about I'm going to say the end of the month. I'm going to plant my squash and get them going, and then the rest has to wait till I get up there. So,
And I need some more seeds. I need seeds.
oh, I didn't give you a seed?
I need for this one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, tell them what it was.
That one's for you. Okay, this one is the California Wonder Bell pepper, and this is by M.R. Gardner also. So we're gonna put all of the same. Pour them in the cup. I've got my half a cup of dirt. I'm gonna put 2 seeds. Here's your seeds, so you can put 2 seeds.
Put seeds in.
And sprinkle just a hair on top. And water just a hair on top. And that's all back in. There's your label.
You already gave me my label.
Oh, I'm the one that doesn't have a label. All right. Take that off. And let's just put a date on it so that we don't.
When we get done with these cherry lovers, we're gonna take a bucket. You said we had onions, right?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna fill it with dirt. One of these tubs. I'm gonna refer to you what M.R. Gardner told me to put the dirt in that. Plant them all on the top, lightly cover them up, and water them really good, and then just let them sit. And as they come up so high, he said about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches, then you just pop the top on them. Don't transplant them or do anything until you're ready to plant them in the garden. Just let them grow. But you take the tops off. He says they make a thicker onion. So that's what I'm going to do. Some of this stuff I'm going by a lot of different things that I've seen online, because I am no expert by no means. Till my gardens turn out with fantastic plants and fruit and vegetables. I'm just an amateur, and I'm learning, and we're going to get there.
And some years we have had, just like 2 or 3 years ago,
We had a good garden.
great success, and even 2 years ago. But last year was
You can tell them.
a
I told them.
complete disaster, and I think though it was because of all of the.
Oh, last year, but I'm saying it's also, we've had disasters before. That's last.
But
The year before we didn't have a good garden. It was because
I
of
think it was the weeds.
the weeds, the seeds.
was
I've
the-
already
it was
told
the
them and mentioned it to them
The
about this.
manure that
Yeah.
we bought to
Yeah.
fertilize our garden,
It just,
it grew in huge, I mean overwhelming. It
Right.
took over the entire garden, weeds.
now I'm
then-
buying all this. I got almost 400 feet by 70 feet of landscape fabric, and I'm going to rototill the garden all up. Get it all ready to go, get everything ready, get everything set, and then I'm going to roll that tarp out, or those landscape fabrics, because the moisture goes through it and all that, and fertilizer and all that we need. And I'm going to put that down, and wherever we're going to plant these plants of anything, we're going to take a scissors and we're going to cut the hole out of it. I'm not going to cut, I decided I wasn't going to cut the hole all the way, just fold it under, and so we can use it later on. For something, you know, if we don't want to plant there, we can just put the landscape fabric back up. But we're going to plant these. I saw this on a couple Amish farms that they do this to their gardens, their home gardens, And if you saw their home gardens, it was amazing. And he said, very few weeds you have to pick out. So we're going to give that a try this year. And, you know, our well's running good, so we're going to give it plenty of water. And we're going to baby this all summer. And hopefully come September, we got, what'd you do? You doing mine?
I'm doing yours.
We're going to have good things. Are you putting it on the X?
Close.
Okay, I can do mine, or did you?
I already did both of them.
Okay, you put the water on them and everything?
Not yet. Not the water yet. I mean, I did water mine, but not yours.
All right. So we got done talking and got all this done.
Okay, that's the last one.
All right, so you got anything that you want to say
No,
to her?
just
to
say a
them?
prayer for our
And-
garden. Because last year was very frustrating, and I almost said I'm done because of it's happened 2 years in a row. But I realized it was the weeds, so
Oh, we had a
we're
lot of
doing
things
something.
going on last year with the rental house that we were working on for our grandson. So,
But it wasn't the
anyway.
rental property that destroyed the garden. It was
Well,
the
it was
weeds.
because we didn't get up there enough to look to do anything with it. So, but anyway, this will
Okay.
probably be it for this one. This shows you. Oh, we're gonna. Are we gonna plant some onions?
You want to plant some onions?
Where are they? Do you know where they're at?
Yeah, they're in that bag that I gave you.
I was gonna just lay some in one of them big tubs, put some dirt in that
Okay.
one, and we'll show them how we're planting the seeds. So, and then we're done.
Got to get the soil ready.
All right, what I'm gonna do is,
How many onions do you want? How many?
I'm gonna sprinkle them all.
No, I mean like 10, 15.
No, we're just gonna take and sprinkle. They're real small. They're not very big, so we're just gonna add. That's what I was told, just to add.
Yeah, but if you put too many, won't there? Won't that?
No, they'll come up, and you just let them come up, and then you just leave them alone. That's what they said. Just don't do
Okay.
anything with them, and
There you go. I'll let you just sprinkle them how you want to
I'm
sprinkle
just
them.
going by what they said. So I want to make too big a mess. Can you sprinkle that down in there?
Is that enough?
A little more. Whoa. Let me go the other way. That's good. Okay, we'll move that. Okay, now he
There's your
said
onions.
just pat it down a little bit so that it's like that, and then oh, I took the dirt away.
And you need some more to sprinkle on top?
Do we got any more of these?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to kind of sprinkle them out on the ground, like he said. And there weren't very many of them in there.
There's more if you want them.
Okay,
You want more?
yes, please. There, M.I. Gardner onions.
Okay.
Just probably one. Don't want to. We got a few, then we'll just put this full because I want some onions up there.
Oh, we don't. I don't want to mix them. Let's just do them all the
We don't
same.
know because they're red.
I know, but we'll put all the sweet onions on there. Oh, there it is.
Okay. Yeah, there's lots in here. That's what he said, just sprinkle them. When they come up, just leave them alone. And I'll keep giving you guys an update on them when they come up. So. Okay.
You want me to bring some dirt over to sprinkle on top?
Yeah, if you want to. That's what they say, just a little bit, lightly.
And you gonna tap that down too, or no?
Yeah, just lightly. Okay, I'll just give him a drink of water real quick. Get the germination process going. And there we go. You can probably pour that. I'll do it.
Aren't we gonna do some more today?
Off camera, you want to do some
Yeah.
more? Okay. She says she wants to do more
Well,
off camera.
this isn't all you're gonna do, is it?
No, I was going to do more, but I wasn't going to do it on camera. But
Right. That's what
all
I'm saying.
right. Well, we got with this. All right. This is what we got. We got the onions, and now we got all that we are going to show you guys online. Now me and Joyce are going to sit down, and we are going to start to prepare a lot of peppers and tomatoes. Because my goal this year, you guys, is I want to grow enough for ourselves, but I also want to grow for the community up north. Sell some, give some to some of the churches if I have enough, and do stuff like that. I'd love to give some to the churches. I'd love to also sell some to the community, but of course, first is we got to get our storefront here full first. So that's my goal. I mean, one other thing I might think about, and I just happened to look down there, I'm going to try and find potatoes so that I can plant some potatoes somewhere in the garden, and I want to see how, because they say on sandy soil, potatoes do excellent. I'd love to grow me a whole bunch of potatoes because we eat a lot of potatoes. And basically, we're growing stuff that we eat. So if you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Tell Joyce hi. She come and sit down and got things done for us. So we're out of here. We'll see you in a few weeks, or not a few weeks, in the next video. But just like and subscribe. We love you guys here. And we just wanted to show you what we plan on doing. And this is what we're doing. So if it works, fantastic. If it don't, you guys will see it. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.